Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Funko Pop of Margaery Tyrell from Game of Thrones. Now, without any accessories or without a really cool pose like a fighting stance, this figure is just, a girl in a dress with some hair, which, can happen with pops. Sometimes there's basic characters of like, it's a dude in a suit. But luckily, Game of Thrones has really unique dresses and costumes and stuff, and I think that really does make this pop stand out, even within the Game of Thrones figures, because just, Margaery's dress was so unique. Well, I mean, a lot of the costumes in the show are unique. There's some really great styling on that. But as far as like her blue dress and like the top section with all the gold in it, really did make the character kind of stand out, especially in pop form. Also, the pose she's in, even though it's basic, the hand on the hip, it does give the character a sense of like presence and power. And she is, kind of a power-hungry character on the show. So I think it is appropriate what they've done here. Now, if you go in for a closer look here, you can see all the detail within the top of her costume. All those little like spirally, twirly things are all sculpted in there. Those are little grooves in there. And then the gold paint on them follows them pretty good. And it doesn't smear anywhere, so it all is little, tiny, detailed paint. And I think it's really strong work. Good job to Funko on that, because that's a lot of tiny detail that they did. Just fantastic work. The shoulder sections look good too. The little ring on her finger, good detail. The paint doesn't bleed anywhere. The little belt section, if you will. I don't think it actually is a belt, but it runs across her waist. The way the dress has the little lines that go down it that imply the draping of the fabric looks good. So props on the body. I think they did a great job with that, and the head looks good too. Like, her hair looks great. I think they did a good job with the sculpt of it. The way it kind of all frazzles down the side, the braid going around the back. It's pretty good. Really good sculpting. Now, what's interesting about this is, of all the Margaeries I saw, they all had this brown paint that bled onto the head, and I thought at first that was a mistake, but they all had that. I feel as if Funko looked at the design and realized that her hair comes closer to her face, and they sculpted it and decided to creatively add another layer of paint there. That's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, the eyebrows look good. The line at in the front here is a little smudgy, but nothing to really complain about. But the little kind of purplish section right on top of the eyeball, the eyeshadow, if you will, looks really good. Yeah, eyeball paint looks great. Body sculpt and paint, great. Overall, this whole pop is great. If you're a Margaery fan, like I am, I think you'll like it. I think she's a great character, and Natalie Dormer does a great job playing her. As a fan, I think this pop is rad. Thanks for watching.